Welcome to a quick tour of the Keynote app. From the home page of your iPad, you'll either swipe down from the middle to search for Keynote, or find an icon on your home page that looks like this. When we open up Keynote, if our iPad is fully updated, it looks like this with options to choose a theme, starting a new presentation, or browse our recently opened. I'm going to go ahead and open a presentation that you might be working in today. And when we enter into a Keynote presentation, you'll see the slide pane on the left. In the center is the slide editing area where you'll design each slide, and the toolbar at the top gives us easy access to add anything we need into the presentation. Let's look at each of these tools individually. Starting from the right, we have the Media button. From there, we can add photos and videos, take a photo or live video, record audio into our presentation, or include things like web links, images, drawings, or equations. Next in line is the Shapes button. Apple has a vast selection of shapes, from basic to all of these categories in the top menu here. When we add a shape, blue bubbles appear around it, and I'm going to delete these behind really quick by tapping and then selecting delete. If I tap on my shape, those blue bubbles appear. I can resize and drag to move it. When we have an object selected, we can also use this Format paintbrush to manipulate it, either arranging it behind other objects, rotating it, flipping, or locking. Any text that we add can be edited, font, size, color, alignment here. And then the Style tab is where we might change the color or add a border, shadow, or change the opacity. In the middle, we have a Graph button with 2D and 3D options. And right next to that is also a table option with, as you can see, several different pages to select from. The last few things in our top toolbar, like this play button, would allow us to preview our slideshow. Up here in the right-hand side, we see this share arrow. If I tap on this share arrow, I can choose to either send a copy or collaborate with others and send that through either Teams or Canvas, or maybe even airdropping using the Classroom app. From that share arrow, I can also export and send in a variety of different formats like PDF, PowerPoint, movie, animated GIF, image, or as a Keynote theme like a template. And another handy tool to note up in the right-hand corner is this undo button to undo anything that we've previously done. The last thing I'll quickly show is how to animate in Keynote. Whether the slide itself is selected or an object is selected, we can either animate transitions or animations within the object. So I'm going to delete these and add another shape. To animate, we can either tap on our object a second time and swipe in this menu to find Animate, or we can go up to our three dots here and find Animate. In the animation menu, we can either add a build-in that affects what happens when the object is coming onto the slide. We can add an action that affects what happens when the object is on the slide, or a build-out that affects what happens to the object as it leaves the slide. Today I'm going to add an action to show you a fun one called Create Path. When I select this, I can simply draw where I'd like this bunny to go. It will give me a preview, and then I'll select Done. From here, I can tap on that motion path again and change the duration of that animation and other things about it From here in the top, I can even change the order that things happen in if I have multiple animations. When we are in this animation editing portion, we do need to click Done to get out. And then let's quickly play it to see our animation. These animations can make our presentations a lot more dynamic and engaging, and there's a lot to explore within Keynote, so I encourage you to experiment with all of the tools.